Hello. In preparation for creating this application, I have some UML diagrams. My application is going to track the number of loads that a gravel company delivers in a day. So I'm going to have a form that is going to look a lot like our form here for our catch list, only this is going to be the load list. And instead of our Fisher person's name, we'll have the name, I guess, of whoever we're delivering the gravel to. And then our type will be our type of gravel. We'll keep our weights here in pounds and ounces, and then we'll have a delivery location. So our application will work very similarly to your final, and we should be able to mirror a lot of that functionality. So let's create this new project to get started. Of course, it's going to be a Windows Forms app. I want to do some changing of location so I can save this project in a specific place. And I think that I would like to name this, it will be our Load Today app. Now, I'm going to save this, and you should save it in your final folder. If you don't have one, you can create one, or you can just name this Final Project. I'm doing this as a demo, so mine is a little bit different. Now, to create my form, I think I can do that first pretty quickly. I'm going to go to my form properties, change my text to say use loads, and then I'm going to change my back color. I think I want it to be like a purple, you know, so, oh, not that purple, huh? That might kill you. How about that one? Still too bad? Okay, slate blue. And then my fore color, we'll do that yellow like they do, and I want to fix my font. I think I'll just go into the font dialog, and I will make it Arial and 12 point. And that should be all that I need to change on my form. Now, if I look at our requirements, I want to have kind of a menu bar at the top and then a toolbar under that. So let's add those. Notice that we have a whole category for menus and toolbars. I can find my menu strip, put it up there, and then my tool strip, put it right under that menu strip, right? Now I can just leave those alone until I'm ready to do something with them, or we could go ahead and populate them. I'm going to leave mine alone for the moment. And I think that I want to go ahead and have a list box. So I'll look at my All Windows Forms controls, find my list box, and draw a list box here. Now my list box is going to be loads, so I'm going to name it appropriately, LSTBX loads. Now, what about this list box? Do I want to allow them multi-select? I don't think so, because of the way our application works, we're going to expect them to just have one click to show an item. So I think everything looks good there. I'll leave all those properties for now. Now on the other side of the form, I'm going to have all of my properties my information for this specific load. So I think I would like to have a group box, even though these items might not necessarily be grouped. I would like to group them logically for my user, and I'm just going to put properties here so that they know that's what we're looking at. I'm going to change that for color. Notice how it keeps being weird. Maybe it's the same as a button. If we change it back and forth, it'll fix it. All right. Now in my properties, I want first of all the name. So I'm going to use my labels first. So the first thing I'm going to want is a label that says name. I'll make it be customer name. I want another label that is the type of gravel. I want another label that is going to be my weight. See if I can do this right. So I'll say weight, and then I think I'm going to do the rest of that separately. Now after weight, we need location that it was delivered. So I'll use a label for that. And we'll make this one be delivery location. Now I see on my weight label I didn't put a colon. I'd like for those to be consistent, so I'll use that. Now that I've got all my labels, I can select them all using a control click, and I can use my alignment tools to fix things up. And I guess that I want mine to be aligned on the left. Sometimes we might like them to be aligned on the right. Different people like it different ways. I think I like that. Now I'd like to make my vertical spacing equal. They look like they're not quite the same distance apart, and that's looking pretty good. Okay, so let's put some text boxes in that properties area here to enter this data in. So I'm going to use a text box here for my name. So I'm going to name this properly. TXT EX name. I want another text box for the type of gravel. Do we want a text box? Let's use a drop-down list. We should be able to give them a list of these different types. So I'll use a combo box instead. And I'm going to name that then CMB for combo box types. And that'll list our different gravel types. Now after that, for our weight, I want one text box that is going to be our pounds. So I'll put that here. TXTBXLBS. And then I want another text box that is going to be for our ounces. TXTBXOZS, ounces. And then lastly, I want a text box for our delivery location. TXTBX location. Now they're a little raggedy also, so I'm going to select all of these controls that I want to align on the left. Meaning I'm not going to select my ounces, and I'm going to do an align left. Now I'd like my weight to be included in this next one, so I'm going to select it also. In this one, I'd like to make that vertical spacing. Well, that didn't exactly work the way I wanted it, did it? Let's undo there. I'm going to unselect this one and see if it likes that better. That seemed to work. Now I need to select this ounces and my pounds, and I want to align their tops. I should have selected this one first. So weight and ounces, and then align tops. There we go, that's the way I wanted to do it. Now I'd like to make these the same size. Good. And underneath or beside each of them, I think I want a label. So I'm going to grab a label control here, put a label beside this first text box, and I'm going to make it say LBS for pounds. And then I'll get another label and put it here beside this other text box and make it say OZ for ounces. Now I want those two controls to be aligned, so I'm going to choose that alignment. They look pretty good, so not too bad. Now the only other thing that I need on my properties area is my OK button. And I'll name it BTN. Okay. Now with my OK button, I'm going to fix that back color. And then I'm going to try to run my application. Now we know we have an empty menu bar and an empty toolbar, and here's our form. Everything looks good. All right. One thing that we could go ahead and add is our type of gravel. I'm going to look at that combo box, and I'm going to find the items property of my combo box and edit that collection. Let's say we're going to have rock, sand. I'm not much of a gravel expert. Creek rock, red rock, concrete. All these great things. That's a few things for our list, so let's count that good. So now if I run it, I should see my different gravel types showing up. There we go, good. That's great. Now in our code, we're going to have to handle that ourselves to know what letter code to assign to that, because we're just keeping a char character to keep track of that type of gravel. Okay, so our form development looks pretty good. Let's stop this video at that point because we have a good breaking point. Thank you.